Hello, we are live. Amazing. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to day two of this free training about confidence. How to ignite your inner confidence today. This is so exciting. Just going to see if anyone's going to join me live. So if you are popping on live, say a big hi, give me a little emoji, let me know that you can hear me and see me okay. And I'm also curious where you're tuning in from. Let me know where you are in the world. That would be amazing. So I'm just going to wait a few more moments at the start here, just so we can give some time for people to come on live if they're planning to. Amazing. And a big hello and warm welcome to all of those of you who are watching this on the replay. Well done for committing to yourself and your own personal growth and really coming back to watch this training and implement some of the strategies. Like it's all very well and easy to sign up for all these free trainings, right? But it's all like all of the magic happens when you actually show up, you do the work and you commit to yourself. So well done, you, and well done as well to all of you who are on live. It is so cool to have you. Ah, yay, we have Bernadette and Grace and Taylor. Hey, girls. So good to have you here and that you could join me again live. How exciting. Alrighty, few more moments. Just gonna wait a little bit longer. Otherwise, we're going to crack on. Again, I'm going to try and make these concise and powerful. I think it's probably going to be about 15, 20 minutes-ish. Yesterday was 20 minutes, so fingers crossed, we'll hit that time frame again. I just really want these to be nice and concise and powerful, obviously, because I know that time's precious and you want to get results, right? So we've got lots of goodness to cover today, and make sure you watch right till the very end as I will be sharing some exciting news and a special discount code and an early bird offer for you. So definitely stay tuned for that one. Alrighty, a few more moments. See if we've got anyone else live with us. Cool. Alrighty, I reckon we crack on. 5 past. So I might as well introduce myself again. I know all of you beautiful girls live know me very well, but for those of you who don't and those on the replay, I'm Evie. I am a life and confidence coach, and I support ambitious women to create unstoppable self-belief and inner confidence, and to really own their self-worth so that they can elevate all areas of their lives. So I love talking about confidence. This is absolutely one of my areas of expertise and coaching pillars. So yeah, excited to dive in today. Alrighty, so just to recap from yesterday, if you didn't watch the live or the replay, then what we talked about yesterday was some of the stereotypes or the belief systems that we had around what it meant to be a confident person. So I asked you to write down what that was for you. What was your story or your belief or the stereotype of confidence that you personally had prescribed to? And then I got you to consider, well, was that stereotype or belief of confidence actually true? Like, did it still ring true for you today? And if not, what was your new definition of what true inner confidence means to you? Because if we don't know what confidence looks like for us, looks like for you, then how can we move forward towards it, right? Like it's really important to do this groundwork first so that we can define what it means to us and letting go of all of those old belief systems about what confidence was or what we thought it was in order to be a confident person, so that then we can really start moving forward and create the lasting change in terms of inner confidence. So, if you haven't answered those questions yet, then I would recommend going back, watching the replay for day one, and writing out those answers for yourself, just so that you can gain some more clarity around what this is. I mean, it can sound really simple, right? Like coming up with a definition of what confidence means, but it can be really eye opening. And it just allows us to be really clear about what we're aiming for today when we talk about the strategies to build inner confidence. Just Gonna have a sip of water. Lots of talking today. Um, Alrighty. So, moving on. Today, I want to talk to you all about how confidence is a skill that can be learnt. Yes, a skill that can be learnt. So, when we've been talking about and unpacking these stereotypes of confidence, and what are the things that we've been taught to prescribe to, and really considering what confidence means to us, not the stereotypical norms that society has taught us, there's also sometimes this perception that we're either born confident or we're not. And that's that. Like you either are confident or you're not. And that's just total BS. Like confidence is not reserved for a select few people. Confidence is not reserved only for those who fit those stereotypical molds. And it certainly isn't a characteristic that only some of us are born with. Nope. It is a skill that you can learn and you can develop and build on. So I'd really encourage you to shift your mindset to one that really embraces this idea that confidence is a skill that you can learn and develop and get better at. So now we know that it's a skill, we can now consider some of the ways that we can develop that skill. So today I want you to start to consider what are some of the practical and tangible ways that you personally can create more inner confidence. How can you step into your most confident self? Have you got any ideas that are jumping up for you right now? Perhaps you can recall a time in the past in your life where you felt really confident. Do you remember any of those instances, those examples? Maybe you might like to journal about this or jot down a few ideas and recall what were the things that made you feel really confident in those moments? What were some of the things that you did in order to make you feel really confident? So sometimes it can be helpful to review previous experiences of when you've felt these things and look for any commonalities or any patterns to what you did or how it made you feel. So, I'm going to be sharing some of my tips and some of the things that I personally have done to create more inner confidence, and some of the things that I know that have worked really well for my clients. But another little disclaimer here today, I would really encourage you to check in with yourself and see what feels really good for you. See how you can implement them in your own life. Because we're all unique, right? Which is a beautiful thing. But it also means that there is no one size fits all approach to doing this inner work. So please empower yourself by just checking in and seeing what feels really good for you. Alrighty, we don't have any other questions, comments. Amazing. I'm going to keep charging on. Okay, so if you were on the live yesterday or if you've watched the replay, then you'll know by now that true inner confidence to me is always something that's created on the inside. It's a feeling, right? A deep knowing, a deep trusting in yourself, in your authentic magic. So for me, it's about really owning who I am and being unapologetically me. It's not something that we seek externally. It's not something to put on. It's really something that's created within. Hence, I call it a skill, right? Alrighty. So with that said, some of the key ways that I develop confidence and inner confidence and keep flexing that self-confidence muscle, because it is a practice, right? It's something to continue to give to each and every day. It's not something that we could just magically put on. There is no quick fix, right? So, keeping in mind what I believe inner confidence is and that it's a practice, these are some of the things that I have implemented myself that have made a massive difference for me in my own personal journey and things that I have shared with clients and they've started to implement them too and creating that inner confidence for themselves. So, number one is meditation. This is a non-negotiable for me these days. It has been an absolute game changer for me in my personal journey. Seriously, it's probably the one thing that's changed significantly for me. So this is the way that I like to get out of my head and really into my body. It's a way to dial down my inner critic, and it's a way to really connect with my intuition and my true self. Fostering this connection with myself through meditation helps me build the inner strength and the compassion for myself. And therefore, I can only feel really confident within myself, right? So, meditation's been a really big one for me. Number two is journaling. So, that's another way that you can foster that connection with yourself or with your intuition or your gut, whatever you want to call it, and really getting to hear your intuition's voice. So, your intuition has this wonderful power of making you feel so reassured and confident in yourself. Like it's got your back no matter what. So, like, really connecting with yourself and strengthening your intuition and listening to it will do wonders for your self confidence. Alrighty, number three. So, I've sort of already mentioned a little bit about this, but doing some work around dialing down your inner critic is incredible for building self confidence, right? Like, think about it. If you're constantly living in your head and listening to the nasty things that your inner critic says to you all day long, no wonder you're feeling pretty crappy, right? So, learning to dial down your inner critic can be massive for building self-confidence and how you feel about yourself because you no longer are living in this negative voice all day, right? Like inner critic stuff is a massive topic, right? And probably one that we will leave for another day and maybe another training around it. But I would highly recommend meditation and journaling as a nice way to start to dial down your inner critic. Because ideally, we need to foster that connection with your true self, connection with your intuition, and that's where your inner confidence is going to be created from. Alrighty, number four, exercise. Exercise is a wonderful way to build self confidence. If you saw my Instagram stories earlier this week, I think it was this week, you would have heard me share a bit about this already. But basically, if you're in a bit of a funk, or you're stuck in a rut, or you're feeling low, i.e., you're not really feeling very confident in yourself, then we need to shift that energy and create a new one. So, emotions, how we feel, emotions, are energy in motion. So, if you want to create a new emotion, i.e., you want to create more inner confidence, then we need to create a new energy. And the fastest way to do that is through moving your body. So, exercise releases and just shifts that energy or creates a new energy as well. Plus, you get that massive endorphin kick after you exercise, right? Like, I know definitely for me, that instantly picks me up and makes me feel like I can conquer anything. Just remember with this one though, that it doesn't necessarily need to be going to the gym, for example, or doing an hour-long workout. It can be something really simple, like doing 10 burpees in your lounge, or going for a quick walk around the block, or it could be dancing around your room to your favorite song. It could be running up and down the stairs, or your hallway, or your driveway a few times. It really doesn't matter what it is so much. It's more that you just move your body. Move your body in a way that feels really good and move your body to move that energy, to shift that energy, to release it, to create a new one. And therefore, of course, you're going to create a new emotion, right? just remember that your state, like your emotional state, will absolutely influence how you feel about yourself. So it's directly going to influence how you feel in terms of your self confidence. So exercise is a biggie, and it's an easier one to tick off, right? Like especially when you don't think about it like going to a gym class or doing a massive workout. Even if you just like you're in a bit of funk, you need to create some more energy, you need to shift and move through this stuff, run around your house, dance to music, go for that walk, and then come back. And I bet you will have completely shifted your energy and feel so much more connected out of your head, in your body, and really building that inner confidence. All right, sip of water. Okay, lastly, number 5. Oh, Bernadette, I've just seen your question. I'm going to come back and answer that towards the end, okay? Um, Righty-ho. So lastly, yeah, this is a really fun and easy one to do, but music has this wonderful way of lifting your mood, your energy, and creating inner confidence within, right? So I would highly recommend creating a playlist of all of your favorite uplifting songs and play it whenever you need a little confidence boost. It's a really fun, easy one, right? But you can play this whenever. You can, perhaps it's like when you're getting ready for work or before you're going out to like a social event or a gathering, and maybe you're feeling a bit nervous about it and you're not feeling super confident within yourself. Pop on that music and it'll shift that energy for you. Dancing around your room to your favorite song, like I said earlier, it's a wonderful little pick me up. It's a great way to shift your energy and to really elevate your mood and get you feeling really confident. So it's key to have your little playlist ready to go though, right? So have it ready and then you know that you can pop it on whenever. Alrighty. So these are some of the ways that I personally flex my self-confidence muscle and some of the things that have made a really big difference in my life and for my confidence, for my clients too, in terms of their confidence. So a little piece of your homework today is to write out a few ways that you personally can create inner confidence within yourself. So, what's maybe one or two practical and tangible things that you can do to strengthen that skill within yourself? So, if some of these ideas that I've shared today resonate with you, then amazing, go have a go and start to implement them and see what works best for you. Or if you've got some other ideas, then amazing, perfect. Go put them into practice, right? Like put them in your diary, make it happen. Remember that true inner confidence is not something that we can put on, and there is no quick fix for lasting inner confidence. It's all about doing these small things regularly and consistently to build and strengthen it as a skill. So it's not like something instantly that we can just pop on and I'm amazingly confident. It is a muscle, it's a skill that you want to keep working on, developing, learning, growing, and just watch the magic happen, right? Alrighty, I'm going to go circle back and have a little look at those questions that I missed. What do you think is a good amount of time to meditate for? I often go off on tangents. Hey, tangents are totally normal, right? And it's just that's our mind. Like I often use this analogy of our minds or our thoughts being like a monkey in the tree, like going from thought to thought to thought, and just kind of, yeah, going all over the show. That's what it's designed to do. And remember that thoughts are part of meditation. So it's never about getting rid of those thoughts as such. It's about getting better at slowly noticing the thought and not getting attached to it or following along the monkey in the tree, right? It's really about noticing the thought and then coming back to your breathing or the music or your center, whatever you're doing specifically in your meditation. So I hope that kind of answers part of your question. In terms of the timing, though, I don't think that there is a magic number, for example. Um, Look, if you read lots of spiritual texts, they would probably say, or for example, like transcendental meditation is 20 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes in the afternoon or the evening, which is a big chunk of time, right? And so it's amazing if you can commit to that and maybe you want to build up to that, for example. But what I would just recommend if you're starting off and new to this is just do what you feel like you can commit to, and choosing a small chunk of time that you can do consistently is key. Like I would say maybe a couple of minutes, maybe 5 minutes a day to start with, and then see how you go. And I don't think so much. I think probably the magic is really in the consistency of it as opposed to one big long meditation and then nothing for a week. Do you know what I mean by that? I hope that answers your question, Bernadette. Happy to talk about that more with you, of course. And Grace, amazing. For meditation, I found the book, The Happiness Plan, really useful. Takes you through a 30-day program and gives you a little daily meditative exercise. Amazing, cool. And yeah, I mean, there's loads of different tools that you can implement and little apps and things like that, or downloadable stuff. Um, yeah, start off with something that you can commit to. Start off with a small chunk of time and then slowly build on that already. I don't think there's any other questions that I've missed. Sometimes it takes a while for them to load and I'm scrolling. But feel free to ask any other questions if you like. Um, cool. Alrighty. So back to it. So if you've already written out your list of how you're going to build inner confidence and develop that skill, amazing. That sounds so good. Now it's really time to implement them, right? So go away, write them in your diary, pop them in your schedule, whatever you need to do to make sure you're actually going to commit to them and do them regularly. Like we've just been saying about meditation and about developing it as a skill, it's not something that's just going to quickly, there's no instant um, quick fix. It is absolutely a practice to keep working on, as I call it, flexing my self confidence muscle. And if you're not quite sure about how you personally can build inner confidence or how to go about some of these things that I've suggested above, like the meditation, for example, maybe it's totally foreign for you, then I might have something that might be just the thing that's going to take your inner confidence to the next level. So, I'm super excited to announce that my 14 Days to Confidence and Connection program is returning for round two. We are going to be starting again in August. You know, ever since I ran the first round in April, and some of you girls who are on here live will know this program well. Ever since we ran it and with you incredible girls, I've just been so excited to do it again. Like, this is the program that I really wished I had have had when I was starting out on this journey myself. It's the exact tools, the practices, the rituals that have made a massive difference in my own personal life and have really ignited my inner confidence. So you'll learn to create inner confidence like never before. Develop these tools. Use the practices to really strengthen your inner confidence as a skill. And one of the best bits about it is that you're going to learn these new tools and practices in this beautiful accountability container. So you'll have me and you'll have the other women in the group all cheering each other on. We'll have daily confidence and connection challenges, these small tasks for you to do each day that build your inner confidence and connection. So in this program, you will get one-to-one coaching call with me for an hour. So this is your very own personalized coaching call, and it's really specific to you, and it can be about absolutely anything that you want to work on or want specific support around. And some of the feedback from the girls in the first round said that this one-to-one coaching call was life-changing. So this is a really key part of the program, which I know that you will love. You also get two guided meditations by me. So there is a morning and an evening one. They're about 3 to 5 minutes in length, so it's a really perfect place to start if you're new to meditation. So, you girls who have done the program, you might like to go back to those meditations, for example, and start with them again just to get the habit going. And if you want to explore more, then amazing. So in the program, you're also going to get daily confidence and connection challenges. So these are the little small practices and tasks that you'll do each day to build the inner confidence. These are designed to be just small little tasks. They're not designed to take up loads of time. So you can really just fit them in and around your work and your life. There is also a journaling practice and a workbook for you to work through, and you'll also get direct access to me during the program throughout the 14 days. And so that's via Voxer, which is a voice note message app, totally free, and also through email if you like. So this is where you can get more direct support from me, or if you want to go over a few things or have a bit of clarity following your one-to-one call with me, then absolutely take advantage of that. And then lastly, there is going to be a private Facebook group for everyone in the program. And this is where you can all connect, support each other. You'll be each other's accountability buddies. And, you know, if you're looking to find your people, find your other like-minded people on the same journey, then this is absolutely where you'll find them. Alrighty, so I would love to offer you this program for the early bird price of 299 New Zealand dollars, which gives you $50 off the program. So this is the early bird pricing, and that's only going to be available until next Wednesday, the 29th of July. And it's a first served basis. So you guys in this free training and on the replay and stuff, you all obviously get access to the program and this early bird pricing first. And then I'm going to be opening it up to the general public on Monday next week. So if you are keen, then I would highly recommend checking this out as soon as possible and taking advantage of that early bird pricing. So I'm going to pop the link to the program in our little thread here, so you can go have a little look and check it all out. Perfect. What I would just say though is make sure you use the discount code at the checkout, Early Bird July. So that's where you'll get your $50 off. Early Bird July when you sign up in the checkout. So no need to write all of this down. I'm going to be sending all of this out in an email very shortly, along with a replay of this video, of course. So you've got all the details there and all the links, etc. So if you have any questions about this program, feel free to pop them in the chat now, or send me an email after this, or respond to the email that I'm going to be sending you shortly. I would be more than happy to answer any of your questions. And of course, I would absolutely love to have you in the next round of 14 Days to Confidence and Connection. I know that the ladies last round absolutely loved it. It was such a joy, and I know that they got so much value out of it. And yeah, I'm super excited for this next round. It's going to be juicy. So that is us really for today's training. And yeah, we will leave it at that. I'm just going to check if there's any other questions or comments. Feel free to pop them in the comments now if you like. Otherwise, of course, you can email me directly as well. Nope, no more questions, comments. Alrighty, well, that is us for day 2 of the training. Thank you so much for joining me live and watching us back on the replay. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I love talking about confidence. So I really hope that's been helpful for you. Make sure you write down your list of things that you're going to start implementing. Make sure that you have them in your calendar, plan them, schedule them in. Otherwise, remember, if it's not planned or scheduled, it's less likely to happen, right? So make sure it does, because it is one of those things, like I've shared loads of times today, something to keep building, something to keep flexing that self-confidence muscle. Keep flexing that skill and get better at it. Awesome. Okay, no more questions. Amazing. Well, I am going to leave you there. Have a wonderful day, lovelies, and I will talk to you again all soon, I hope. And I can't wait to welcome some of you into the next round of 14 Days to Confidence and Connection. If you feel called to do this course, it would be an absolute pleasure. Alrighty, half an hour, tiny bit over what I thought, but never mind. It's been fun. I'll see you another time, guys. Bye.